evening.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Don't die.
Want a cigarette? Are you dying? How are you?
I'm alright, man. How are you?
Sorry about my tardiness. Yes, the potatoes wouldn't cook. It was my turn to cook, and I was doing mashed potatoes, and they just wasn't going soft enough for mashing.
Oh, no.
So it took longer than I thought. So apologies to everyone out there if anyone can hear me. And hello to the pit stop for the Virtual Racers Club with me and Skyjacker.
Yeah, man. Hello.
To talk all about everything that's happened this week in the Virtual Racers Club. And I'm trying to get to where I'm meant to be, which will be GTMC round 3, I believe.
Yeah, that was last week on Thursday.
Mm-hmm. So, excuse me. Oh, you can hear me. So, turn that down.
What are you doing? Getting the results off of YouTube?
Yeah. I don't have time to write it down. It's been a right stress. I had to write that War and Peace novel of the Stewards report over the last couple of days, and then
Yeah. You should know. Just drop me a message, man. I've got stuff ready to go.
Oh no, everyone's got their things to do, haven't they?
Yeah, no, but I've always got everything ready to go. There you go. Oh no,
right.
don't really help actually. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. That don't help.
See?
Hold on. Hold your horses, sunshine.
I'm going to get them for you, I reckon.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh, did we have issues? Because it just seems like the host closed the room. Here we go. So, the results of the sprint race, GTMC, at Interlagos, was Liam Anfield took the win.
Sprint master.
Yeah, sprint race, sorry. Yeah, sprint master Liam. My word, if you got more points for sprint, he'd be flying, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
And Homesick Alien got second place in his Nissan, and yourself, Skyjacker, got third on the podium again, eh?
After starting
you just
ninth.
Can't stay off that podium.
After starting ninth as well.
Oh yeah, because you had a really tough qualifying, didn't you? It just wasn't happening for you.
Yeah.
Was it just pushing too hard, or just
traffic? In all fairness, yeah, just traffic. Had 4 laps that I couldn't get a time in because of coming across people in the wrong time at the wrong part of the track. But yeah,
Interlags is tight like that though, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's really, because there's so many corners and stuff. There's so much can happen.
Yeah,
I've often thought about like a way of introducing like a one-shot quali, because even for the stream as well, so everyone got to see everyone's qualifying that. But I've seen other people do it, and it does kind of work, but you still don't really get a good idea of who is where, do you? Because it's all jumbled up, sort of thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we tried it with FX, didn't we? 1 lap qualifying. Yeah, it was a bit weird, in all fairness. But I mean, hey, man, you try what you want to try, mate. We've got to try these things, haven't we? So.
There's an art form to qualifying anyway. I mean, it's nice. People having to space themselves out, find a little space in the ground, and if your lap's ruined, that's just the way of life, isn't it? You've got to start again and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
it's got the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it?
Yes, and it's an art form, really. The art of qualifying, timing it, trying to get over that line before the timer runs out, so you get 1 more lap. So.
Yeah.
So it was a cracking race, and then Nissans. I mean, that manufacturer must be looking very tidy for the Nissans at the moment in the GTMC. You both seem to be up there all the time.
Yeah, I think. Well, I know that we are. The Nissan is leading the manufacturer championship, but I don't think is it Aston Martin or Porsches aren't far behind us, really, not in real terms.
No.
So.
And then moving on to the feature race, is yourself won. Well done.
Thank you.
A good round all round for you there at the GTMC. That's got to. I'll have a look at the table in a minute, but that's got to put you right in the shout.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. I know it's pretty tight.
I'm going to get there in a sec. So, yeah, you got the win.
Yeah.
And
Liam
Mansfield finally come good in a feature race. He got that Porsche to work for him.
Yep.
He got second. And, again, another Nissan Homesick Alien in rounding off the podium. So the Nissans looked very good at GTMC in the round 3 at Interlagos.
Yep, it was definitely a solid round for both me and Homesick, so it's good going.
All right, and so the driver standings is looking this. It's Homesick Alien at the top with 103 points.
33.
133, sorry. I haven't zoomed in. I was trying to blag that. All right, yeah. Homesick Aliens on 133 points. Liam Manfield in second on 132 points. And yourself in third place on 128 points. Wow, that's tight at the top there.
Yeah, man.
The Russian sensation Shiren, fourth on 115 points. Uncle B Darren, fifth on 110 points. He's getting stronger each round, though.
Yeah.
So, want to watch. Turtle doing very well for himself in sixth on 79 points. Shadow Rider seventh on 63 points. And although Jim hates that Ferrari, he's doing okay. He's eighth on 52 points. He's still in there. Pat on ninth with 51 points. Joker's 10th, 46 points. Bunny in 11th, 43 points. Ranger 12th on 35 points. Alphanut 13th on 33 points. Electric 14th on 27 points. Simon 15th on 20 points. GT Racer, who doesn't take part anymore, is 16th on 19 points. Rido 17th on 11 points. And Mason, who I believe has left the server anyway, is 18th on 7 points. So. Yeah. And I'm even going to look at the manufacturers because that's going to be very interesting with the Porsches and what's what. So the Nissan, obviously, at the top on 123 points. Subaru in second on 110 points. Then we've got Porsche in third on 102 points. BMW fourth on 69 points. Aston Martin fifth on 57 points. Jaguar sixth on 39 points. Seventh for Ferrari, 35 points. Mercedes eighth, 35 points. Toyota ninth, 33 points. McLaren 10th on 11 points. And Mitsubishi 11th on 7 points. I take it that the manufacturers aren't dropping around?
No, they're not. No, but the way the manufacturers works is that the lowest scoring car of that manufacturer contributes to the manufacturer's points.
Mm-hmm. So very cool. Yes, it's a good way of doing it, really, isn't it? So then you the ones with only one car in there.
Well, yeah, exactly. Trying to make it fair enough so that the guys without a teammate as such have a decent chance, and also guys with a teammate who's, shall we say, not quite as good as them or not quite as fast as them, can actually help drive them forward to score more points for the team. Is what the idea behind it was.
It's a very good idea, and it's a Lago Maggiore tomorrow evening.
Yep, Lago Maggiore.
I wonder how the Nissan's going to do around there.
I've not done any practice or testing, so I've got no idea. I'll find out Thursday when I open the lobby.
Why change a habit of a lifetime?
Yeah, man.
So after that, that was Thursday of last week. And I'll go back to YouTube now. Or have you even got the jump on?
I've got the results up, mate. Give me a sec.
Of the Megans.
Yeah, Megans.
I beat you again.
You beat me again, have you?
I'm nearly there. Oh, just got to. Oh no, I skipped on a video. Rubbish YouTube.
Just so everybody is aware, that this is exactly how we organise all our races. So yeah, it's all just thrown together with bubblegum and sticky tape.
I've got it.
Oh, I was just about to say.
So Talleyrand took the win in support series, the Megane trophies. And I've got to say, those Megans, they do look fun. They're getting thrown around and everything there at the circuit.
Yeah, they are.
Barcelona, Catalunya.
They are fun to drive.
And you came second.
I did.
Wow, look at you. What a streak you're on at the moment.
Stop it, man. It's going to come all crashing down on me like a ton of bricks at some point. You know it is.
And I guess he got himself third on the grid.
Yeah. That was
third in the finals, or the table, you know what I mean? Not the table. Oh my God, that all went to pieces. And I look, because I was thinking, I've got to look at the table now. I usually scribble it all down. That's why I do exactly this, but scribble it down before I come on here. But because the potatoes were taking so long to cook,
you didn't get a chance.
To be mashed, I didn't get a chance. So,
see, that was your mistake. If you hadn't mashed them, you could have just crushed them, and then that would have been saved you 10 seconds, 20 seconds, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, possibly. I can really smooth. I like them virtually whipped.
Oh, is it? Oh,
so,
okay.
Extra. I don't like lumpy mashed potato.
Okay.
Oh, what's going on with you? I can't zoom in. I'm getting there.
What are you looking at now?
I'm looking at the table.
Oh,
the McGanns.
What, the McGanns?
Oh, look who's at the top of the McGann table.
I don't know, who's that?
Skyjacker.
Woohoo!
On 37 points. Look at you, flying.
Stop it.
Talleyrand's moved up to second with 31 points. Digital Blasphemy still looming large in third on 28 points. Guesty is fourth on 28 points. Oh, so he's joined with Digi.
Yeah.
Tied. Shiren is fifth with 24 points. Jim sixth on 21 points. It's very tight all the way down, isn't it? Homesick Alien seventh on 16 points. Racer Brown in eighth with 12 points. Turtle is ninth on 11. Cthulhu 10th. I love it when they line up. He's 10th with 10 points. It's like the cosmos have lined up. 11th for JTX with 9 points. Alexis Maximus 12th with 7. And Noxy 13th with 7. But obviously that's the second half of the table have all missed around, I believe.
Yeah, so, everybody apart from Turtle after Racer Brown has missed around. So
very cool. Very, very cool. I don't need to look on YouTube. I just look at the table at the points to see who's
won. Yeah, because I've tried to highlight it and making it easier.
Top three.
Yeah,
it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So on to and plus, yes, because there was an alteration to Super Formula. Wow, was that a race and a half, man? If you haven't seen it on YouTube out there, it's got to be worth a look because there was some titanic battles. You and Talleyrand comes to mind.
Yeah,
about half a lap side by side when you kept swapping places.
I wouldn't go as far as saying half a lap.
I thought that was it.
Yeah, no, it was a good race for me and Talleyrand. Usually is, to be fair, when we get side by side. Doesn't happen very often. Digital
Blasphemy and Shiren going for the one stop again and nearly pulling it off, but Shiren he had a little off early in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Came back on the track. Bumped into yourself, I believe.
Yeah.
So found himself on the right side of the steward's table, and he lost the win. And he gained third, dropped from first to third.
Yeah, dropped to third. Yeah.
No, gutted for him.
Got 15-second penalty.
That promoted to home 15. Yeah, of course. See, if you feel a bump and you think there may have been, it's always worth just lifting off. And just letting the guy through again, because especially as you two were in motion, he wouldn't have lost a lot of time. He probably wouldn't have made much of an effect to the race, really.
Yeah. Hey-ho.
Oh, well, living there. But, I mean, Homesick Alien took the win after the stewards, and, I mean, he led for a big bulk of that. It was, I felt for him in the actual race when he couldn't quite catch Shiren up after his second pit stop.
Yeah, he was close though. In all fairness, he was close to catching him. He weren't far behind, was he?
No, but only a lap or two, and he would have had it. So Homesick Alien took the win. Digital Blasphemy in second place, and Shiren coming home in third, or was in third after alterations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's a blinding race.
There was battles up and down, weren't there?
It was from start to end. Even though, God Almighty, I'm not using replays anymore. Sod that.
Well, yeah, because it kicked you out, didn't it?
Yeah, I did a replay to see, because Talleyrand did his usual exit on the first lap. You know, he likes to let everyone through.
Yeah.
So he likes to just drive through the field. I'm sure of it. Just make it a bit more exciting for himself. But yeah, so I did a replay of Talleyrand because I wasn't sure if there was contact. I saw him just in the distance going off, and I thought, ooh. So I did a replay of it, and then when I went back to home scaling, everything just froze.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, I was hoping that the whole lobby had got booted. I was like, I don't want to miss anything, but unfortunately not. It was just me.
It played with your lap count, didn't it? That was the biggest problem, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lap.
Yeah, you lost a lap, yeah.
Which is odd. But yeah, so Home Scaling's top of the table on 35 points. Talleyrand is second on 34 points. Shiren third on 32 points. Skyjacker fourth on 30 points. So, and you're drawing with tying with Digital Blasphemy, also on 30 points. So there's 5 points all the way down to fifth.
Yeah,
Guesty is sixth on 28 points. Guesty was struggling though with that weight. You could just tell. Tyre wear was absolutely killing him.
Yeah.
And just down the straights, people were just blasting past him. I don't even think they needed the toe. But that's he's going to drop some of that weight now for the next race, so he'll be back in the action.
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of the championship ballast, really, because it just seesaws, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the idea behind it. Yeah, is to give as many people the best chance of a win as possible. Help keep the championship close and tight. And yeah, I mean, last season was really quite tight, if I remember rightly, on the points.
It was, yeah.
So, yeah.
So Guesty sixth on 28 points. Eraser Brown seventh on 27 points. Jim eighth on 16 points. Alexis Maximus ninth on 12 points. Cthulhu 10th also on 12 points. Turtle in 11th on 9 points. Noxie 12th on 6 points. And JTX 13th on 5 points. So yes, that table is absolutely cracking. Championships are roaring on.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, I'm
where
not
are we
going
on
to go through all
Friday?
the info. The what, sorry?
Where are we on Friday?
Oh, man.
I thought you had a
A1
table
ring.
up.
Red Bull ring,
Red
sorry.
Bull, right.
I'm doing it on purpose now. But yeah. We're at the Red Bull ring, and that always kicks up a very interesting race. I always get a bit concerned about it because of track limits. So we'll have to see.
Yeah,
but watch those track limits, you SF racers.
I'm sure that the grid is quite a good level of competitors and competition on the grid. That I like to think that the majority of us, well, all of us, will stick to the limits fairly, and be sensible about it.
It's just mainly I'm thinking of turn 2 because I mean sometimes you just go wide, but they keep their foot in.
Turn 1.
And is it turn 1?
Yeah, turn 1.
Okay.
That's the biggest issue, but it's always been the biggest issue. It's even the biggest track limits issue in real life as well, isn't it? So,
because you can keep your foot in and gain an advantage, can't you? Because you get a bit of a better straight line speed down this.
Yeah, you
straight
get better exit speed.
Too, so.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. I think if you go wide there, the only advice I could say is just a bit of a lift or something.
I'd just be sensible about it. If you're fighting with someone, then just like we said last week, just be sensible. Don't battle for the position into turn 3 and don't fight it and stuff like that. Just be sensible.
Yeah, I mean, if you've gone wide and you've come back on the track ahead of the person you were behind, then you've probably gained an advantage.
Give the place back. Yeah, give it back.
that would be the biggest giveaway.
Yes, 100%.
Then on Sunday evening, we finished off the Red Bull Junior Championship at Suzuka, my favourite track, and man alive, it looked glorious out there. The cars looked absolutely flipping brilliant.
Mate, it was fun. It was an absolute blast. I know. Me, you, and Homesick did some testing around Suzuka when the plans were being drawn up for this season. But it was even better than when we were testing it. It was absolutely awesome. I had a whale of a time.
That's awesome. That's cool as.
So well suited to the car, that track, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. So and in that, oh gosh, you got the results.
Yeah.
Binko won the first race. I'm seeing.
Yeah, because that's crazy, that one. So yeah,
Talleyrand got second and Shiren got third.
I
I believe.
No, Racer Brown won the first race. Binko comes second. Then Shiren third.
Right, yeah.
To round off your podium. The second race, Binko won. Talaran came second. And Racer Brown third. And then in the last race, I won, holding Racer Brown off for 2 laps at the end. Racer Brown coming second. And then Talaran took P3 to round off the podium.
And with Binko down the field, I don't know what happened to him, but he was quite low in the field. He couldn't get through the crowd with that weight.
No.
And I was kind of nervous for him because he was championship leader up to that point. And I thought, oh no, has he shot his bolt? Has it gone? Has he been robbed? But as it all turned out, no. Mm. He got it in the end. So the final table I will get to you is Binko is the new Red Bull Junior champion on 114 points. Talaran came in second with 110.33 points. And Racer Brown, who looked strong in the early days, I think he missed a round more than he dropped, did he? No?
Yeah, he missed one round and had a couple of rounds where he DNF'd the race or so and bits and pieces like that, wasn't it? But still, take nothing away from Binko.
No, certainly not.
100%.
And Racer Brown, he joined with Talaran really in second. Yeah. It'd have to be a count back to wins, but I'm not doing that.
No, I'll leave that as it is. If it's unless it's for the title, we just leave it as Excel leaves it. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon so. So Talaran and Racer Brown joint second with 110.33. Then Shiren came home in fourth with 105.67. Yourself in fifth with 101.33. Mm-hmm. Then we've got Electric in sixth. His first season with us. That's not bad, is it? 6th place, I'd take that. Yeah. 78 points. Rido 7th, 76.67 points. Flashman in 8th. I think he's having a bit of a break after this championship, so it's a shame because he had a good round that last round. I feel like I've seen him up there. But Flashman in 8th on 73.67 points. Uncle B. Darren in 9th. In all fairness, he had some really internet problems. He didn't get to finish a lot of the races he started.
Yeah,
on 66.33. Turtle in 10th on 44 points. Anton Puika, 11th. He only took part in one round, though, I think 27.33 points. G Handicap, 25.33 points in 12th. Myself in 13th, 24 points. Phil Jet 14th on 22.67 points. And Simon, who only took part in the last couple of rounds, on 19 points in 15th. So that was that championship. That was awesome as well. Good stuff.
A new VRC champion. A new name in the Hall of Champions. I
know, it's nice to see.
Get in. So, yeah. It's nice. Sorry.
Well done, Binks. If he's out there, I don't even know.
Yeah, he's out there, yeah.
Oh, is he? Yeah. Yes, it's because I'm moving around all the rooms, looking at the tables. So, and then we'll quickly look. Oh no, there's no point looking at Super GTs. It was cracking though.
Well,
and we didn't have half as many glitches at the Super GTs on last night. No homesick alien though. His mothership didn't get in orbit early enough for him to get an internet connection. So he wasn't there. I'm trying to get back into the pit stop now. There you go. I'm back. So yes. And the Super GTs last night, but the table's obviously not done for them yet.
Nope. No, it's not yet.
I could tell you the positions. Give me a second. Because I've been looking at the table for positions. I'll have to go back to YouTube.
YouTube? Just go to PSN Messenger, isn't it?
I haven't got that on the iPad. And I'm scared to come out of Discord. Just in case, just in case I get kicked out of the pit stop. Meanwhile, how does that music thing work? I clicked on it today, and it just I don't know.
What?
Stig.
The Stig. So basically, we've with the thanks of somebody in the server, we've decided to make an investment on bits and pieces around the server. One of which was to upgrade Mi 6 to the premium features. So now we've got a new bot called the Stig. But basically, with the Stig, you've got loads of built-in features. One of which, obviously, we've spoke about already. I've put up on one of the channels already about adding your birthdays to it and stuff like that.
Yes, I saw that.
Another one he does is a music feature. So in his channel, some people might have seen me type in /add and then a song name. You can add a song to a playlist, and then you can go into the voice chat where Stig is constantly, and Stig will play whatever songs are added to the list in whatever order.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I didn't add any songs, but I clicked on the music thing, and not much happened. But it's something I only did it briefly, so it'll be something I'll look into.
So you got in the members area. There's a Stig channel, Stig's Room or whatever it is. I've named it. I can't remember what I've named it now. And there you can control him. So if you're in there and you want him to play music, just type in /play. If you want him to add a song, type in /add, and then type in the song, and it will find it and it will add it to the list of songs. And anybody's free to add it to the list of songs that he'll play.
Oh, brilliant! So let me think. Yeah, itsy bitsy tiny boy in a yellow polka dot bikini. Will be my first ad. The Mr. Blobby song, I think I'm going to go for.
Yeah, but it's just something else to help her out. You know, build up the server. We do have other plans in the pipeline to allow for bigger messages and other bits and pieces and bigger files to add to chats and stuff like that. So, but awesome. Like I said, to the with the help of a kind member who's decided that he really wants to get behind us and stuff like that, it wouldn't be possible. Probably wouldn't have given us the kick in the arse to look at doing things like this properly, and it's given us a proper grasp and a picture for the future of where we want to be in another year or so's time. So, thank you.
Yeah, cheers to our donator. I don't know if they want to know.
I don't know. I've not spoke about it with whether they want to remain anonymous or not. So we'll just leave it like that for now.
Fair enough. So the Super GTs last night, Anton Poiker in the first 40-minute race took the win, and Racer Brown came second, with JOO Pace finishing in third. And I believe it was the first race Racer Brown led most of the way. I don't want to give anything away, but he had his pit crew let him down.
His pit crew?
They put the wrong tyres on. Yeah. He had to do a hard run. Oh, maybe it was the second race then. No, I think it was the first race.
Well, the first race is Supers and Meads, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think he had to put a medium set on.
He put Supers
it was, because he put in a third set of Super Softs. He came out of the pit, much to my surprise, on a third set of Super Softs, and I thought, oh my Lord, what's happened here? And then, right at the end of that lap, he had to go back in and put another medium on.
Oh dear.
Put a set of mediums on, I believe, and he lost the lead to Anton Poiker, but he led pretty much the whole race, apart from that little where his pit crew let him down. Well, so I'm sure he'll be having a word with them.
Yeah,
a few sackings.
Sack and Racer Brown.
Yeah. So Anton Poiker took the win. Racer Brown came second, and JOO Pace came in third, which he said is his weakest track. So God knows how he's going to do when he's on a strong track.
He is mighty. Let's put it like that.
He is. Yeah. And then the second race, Anton Poiker took the win again, but in all fairness to him, it was a bit of a boring race for him, I think, because there was a bit of a calamity in one of the corners, early doors, and he just romped away with it. He had a lot of time. Racer Brown tried catching him up in a second, but just couldn't quite close the gap on him. And JOO Pace came third, so it's exactly the same results as the first race.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But it was a good race. Don't let that put you off.
No. To be fair, it sounds like Anton's got like half a hand on the trophy already by the sounds of it then.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Start engraving Ant on it.
Yeah. But
just look.
Yeah. I mean, I normally watch Super GT on I watch the start of it on a Wednesday morning and then try and watch the rest of it through the rest of the week. But yeah, the racing's always top quality and pretty decent. Shame that it has all the glitches, but obviously, like you said, this week that seemed to have sorted itself out. So long may that continue for a start.
Yeah, it was a little bit tidier. I mean, it just looked. There was a restart on the qualifying because we had a few 3-point turns at the beginning of that. From I think a couple of the South Africans had that issue, and then the second start, I think Shiren had an issue, but he just quit out. Right, and they carried on.
Cool.
So Shiren didn't get to take part in the qualifying. But it seems to be the way to go. It seems like the South Africans have an issue in the first attempt.
Yeah.
Then it all gets sorted out, and then Shiren has the problem in the second one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's obviously the servers. It's got to be. It's just the way it is. But it is quite frustrating because we've had even GTMC. I think last time round needed a reset, didn't it? It needed the room to be reset.
Yeah, it did. I can't remember exactly why though.
Oh, I think Liam and Shiren couldn't see each other or something like that.
No,
Blame Liam. It's always Liam.
But hey, it is part and parcel of it, providing it doesn't drag on and providing guys listen to the host instructions and exit when asked to, instead of doing an entire lap first and daft things like that. Yeah. It just helps it all run smoother, which is
that's it.
We can all accept that there's problems here and there, but we got to be as quickly as we can in trying to resolve them, which most of the time we are.
Yes. So that was the week's racing in the Virtual Racers Club. We've had a new champion.
Whee.
And yeah, some cracking racing. As per usual.
As always.
Just goes as standard, I think.
Yeah, it is kind of taken for granted these days that the majority of the races are good, close, hard fought, from the front to the back of the grid. So, thank you.
And looking to the week ahead, obviously we've got GTMC tomorrow. Did I say Interlaken? We've just done Interlaken.
Lago Maggiore, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And Friday,
Super Formula at Red Bull.
We've got the Super Formulas at Red Bull Ring. Sunday, we've got a break between championships before the VW Beetles come into play. Looking forward to the VW Beetles. It's I mean, I don't want to give anyone any. Well, I don't care. I'm not taking part. I mean, the tyres last longer than the fuel at the end of the day. So it's you're going to have to race clever. The people involved in that. You're going to have to find a way of making that fuel last a bit longer. I mean, you can do lots of pit stops, but it's going to cost you a lot of time.
Oh well,
and that's
half the idea, isn't it, man? Different thinking, different mentalities, different skill sets needed, and all that sort of stuff. Isn't
it? See, I'm even thinking that it might even level up some of the faster people to the slower people, because the slower people won't use as much fuel anyway. I mean, slower people, the people
the people towards the rear of the grid,
yeah. Their fuel isn't going to burn through as quick, so it's going to put the faster guys down, and it might close up the field. You don't know. I mean, Sundays is a bit of an experimental night anyway. It's the night we kind of play with ideas, like we did with the average score system, which I'm not sure I'll use that again, or I don't know if it'll be used again and stuff like that. But
no, it's worth trying. These things are worth trying out, mate. I mean, like GTMC, obviously, I've turned up the fuel quite high in that, and the tyre wear quite high up on that, just to promote some more strategy. So, yeah, we're always trying new things here and there, and if we have a couple of rounds and it doesn't work, then we see if we can change it for the rest of the season or something like that. But we've got to give it a go first.
But that success ballast, I in the back of my mind, and it's not my championship, so it's not for me to say or thingy, but I thought something like that would lend itself nicely to something like MTCC. I mean, I know that doesn't really need levelling up because it's quite a close championship anyway, but
I think the tyre wear more levels out MTCC. I think if for example, all the cars were the FF cars for MTCC, maybe success ballast would work a bit better, but I don't know. I think the tyre wear, the higher tyre wear balances out MTCC in my experience anyway. It's nowhere near. Obviously, the last 2 seasons have been a lot closer than the first 2 seasons, for example. The first 2 seasons, an Audi TT absolutely walked it, didn't they? Pretty much, give or take.
They're like lightning off the line anyway, wouldn't they?
Well, they're not lightning off the line, the Audi TT, mate. That's one
thing.
I
know there's one car that just
the Subaru. Off the line. The Subaru launches like it's on a catapult. But yeah, the front wheel drive cars tend to not launch very well. The Audi's the worst out of the 3 of them.
The way around. Yeah, because I remember I was doing a season in the Mitzi, and I used to always didn't seem to get great in qualifying, but I'd always jump a couple of places off the line.
Yeah.
What I lost in quality, I'd gain in
off the line. Start. Yeah.
And that's so yeah, we've got V-dubs to look forward to.
Yeah, man.
A week or so.
I've not done any testing or any practice for that either.
You're all right. You can't stay off the podium at the moment. I think you can drive around with your eyes closed.
A 60-hour race is a bit different, though. 60-minute race is a bit different, though, compared to a 40-minute race or a 15-minute race.
And hopefully the track choices will be quite interesting for people that have tried to go for longer tracks just to mix things up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
So we'll have to wait and see.
I'm looking forward to it. I've done my livery. Already.
Also, that's one of my favourite parts at the beginning of the championship, seeing everyone's liveries to see what they've come up with.
Yeah, there's some nice ones floating around in the V-dub chat, isn't there? From what I've seen so far, in the livery share.
Then I suppose we should talk. No one got their hands up yet, so I suppose we should have a little chat about the Warfest that was Sunday. The race.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever known a wet race before in Formula One? It's so weird.
No, I mean it's because it weren't actually wet though, was it? It was just damp.
No,
it was too wet to really bother coming in for new inters. There wasn't even much difference in the pace as the track evolved or the tyres wore down and the fuel went down. No. They were all lapping, give or take, within a second of what they were doing at the start and at the finish. It was really weird. I've not seen a race like that. Definitely not seen one like that.
No.
Obviously,
it's nice listening to Hamilton moan at the end of it all, I guess.
I actually think bringing him in was the wrong decision, personally.
It probably was, but they wanted to bring him in early, and he said no. So I don't know why he just didn't say no. It was the weirdest thing. They called him into the pits. He said no, I'm all right, and they said okay.
And then a few laps later, they called him in again.
Yeah, it was about 8 laps to go or something. What many laps to go? Rest of the race, and he didn't even argue it. He just went okay.
Yeah.
And came in. He didn't ask any information. He didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to lose," because they kept saying Gasly. He must have known Gasly wasn't behind him. They kept saying we're losing time on Gasly. And he must have known that it wasn't Gasly that was hunting him down.
I mean, I know that they all have like weather radar and stuff like that. I mean, I should have seen that the rain or the drizzle wasn't actually going anywhere. So why not just box him halfway through for a new set of inters? You know, it really weird race. No real overtaking, no real attacking or anything like that. It was dull.
No,
is the best way of putting it.
The only thing I can think of was the Perez and Hamilton battle that we saw for
side by side for 3 or 4 corners, weren't it?
Yeah,
it was good. That part was good. The rest of it weren't very good.
No, unfortunately not. But keeps the championship alive for a little longer. Keeps it interesting.
Yeah, man. Well, Max
he's got his new engine out of the way, and he didn't lose too much over it.
No.
Oh, he's got new parts on his engine anyway.
I actually took a whole new one, didn't he? Which is why he had a 10 grid penalty.
He only got 10 places though, didn't he? He didn't go all the way to the back, so I think it's like 5 places per bit.
Yeah, 5 places per component, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So I think he only took a couple of components. He didn't go for the whole new unit. So don't know if he's going to need more. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it was a bit of a so-so race. I haven't fallen asleep during a race for a couple of weeks now, and that one I was going. I was feeling me nodding.
Yeah, you were doing the nodding dog.
I was trying to stay with it, and then I thought, no, the inside of my eyelids are a lot more interesting than this. And I think I lost a couple of laps somewhere until I got told Hamilton was pitting. The wife was like, they've told Hamilton to come in. I was like, oh, have they? A bit late in the race for a pit stop.
Yeah, 5 laps to go. It's going to get grey and all sorts, but yeah. I was busy.
Catch up with it as well.
I was busy painting the wall grey.
Oh yeah, you've been doing some decorating. So yeah, well, I grey, you say?
Yeah, grey, and then so the bottom half of the wall's grey, the top half's a blue with a copper wallpaper on it, like blue and copper wallpaper.
Oh, interesting. See, I surmised in the stream that it was black and green.
I wish I could get away with that.
Black with green stripes.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do some jaggedy green stripes down the wall. Yeah, she'd love that. When she told me that I could pick the colour for the stairwell, and I was straight away, I want orange. She goes, you can't have orange. I want orange. Oh. If I can't have orange, I want lime green.
I think when you finally win a championship, which
no,
it might be on the cards too with this run of form. I think we should all club in and buy you like a monster sticker for your car or something to come to that.
I doubt very much I'm going to win a championship anytime soon. In all honesty.
No, the McGann support series is looking good.
Yeah, maybe, but I doubt it.
GTMC is a long way to go on GTMC, and it's very.
It's a long way to go in both of them, mate.
I know.
So
consistency is king.
It is, and so far, touch wood, I've had some good results in both of those so far, but so has other people, and other people will have good results as well. I'm just, hoping to keep Spin Jacker in his box for a little while longer.
Yeah, we haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, there's a couple of weeks at least, I think. So good going. Something's happened.
We need him to get me excited in the stream. People think you're doing it for the stream, man. Doing it for the stream. Doing it for the likes.
Well,
for the hit likes.
Did you not have enough entertainment on Thursday with Liam Anfield winning until the last stop, and then I come out pretty much right next to him out of the pit lane.
It was awesome. Aye.
Yeah.
But we love it. We love a good spin. Talleyrand's holding up. Maybe I'm gonna have to think of a way of
adding spin into
Talleyrand spin. Taller spin.
Turn around.
Taller spin nights.
Turn around.
Yeah, turn around. Oh, he's gonna love you. I can imagine you're getting a private message already. Don't give him ideas.
Sorry, boss.
1 lap turnaround.
Yeah, man.
First lap turnaround.
Coy just sent me a picture of his. Is it living room? Was it? Sorry, mate.
Oh yeah.
His living room walls are orange. I was like, go Coy.
Yeah, that's the VRC boardroom.
Yeah, VRC through and through.
That is cool. Right. Cool.
So yeah.
Ours is still purple and white from when we first moved in.
Ours when we moved in April, and it was a dark grey with a disgusting pink.
Oh yeah.
Talleyrand. Binko suggests Talleyrand.
Talleyrand. I love it.
There you go. You've got a couple of options now for Friday.
Yeah. I can see he's shaking it. He's probably shaking his head now.
Yeah, got a spanner. He's waving a spanner underneath a helicopter.
He doesn't get under the helicopters anymore. He cleans mugs.
Yeah, is that it? Chief mug washer.
That's it.
Wow. Does anybody want to...
So other than all these updates with the Stig in the... I've got to get my head around. Oh, I've got messages.
Oh, who you got messages?
Oh, Racer Brown. Oh, bless him. Racer Brown sent me the results to the what's the name? to the Super GTs.
Oh,
We've done it now, race around. But bless you, man. Thank you. Always thinking of me.
right. We'll try and help each other out as much as we can.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you were saying about updates.
To the Discord, really. That's the major news this week. That's the big one. Seeing Stig coming in. It's quite exciting. I was rather like, ooh, look at this.
Ooh, what's this? So no, yeah, it's something I've been looking at for quite a while, just to help enrich the server a bit more. Like I said, the next one we'll be looking at is actually improving the Discord. Probably via boosting it. I don't see any other way of doing it. So we'll have to have a sit down as an admin team and decide how we're going to go about doing that. Because that's a bit trickier than just paying a subscription. So yeah, then obviously we've got loads of other bits and pieces lined up and in the pipeline and planned out. Including some bits and pieces that Turnaround's been working on today. By the looks of it, some of the pictures we've seen floating around.
Yeah, I saw them. Very cool.
Yeah, hopefully something will be announced about that in the coming weeks, or hopefully this side of Christmas. So yeah, it was all moving forward. Always moving forward. We're never sitting still.
It's exciting times.
Yeah, we're never sitting still.
No, we're usually going around a track.
Well, yeah, I meant the group as a whole, the club. There's never sitting still. But yeah, you say that we go around the track. We actually stay still, but go around the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm quite animated. In all fairness.
Do you run around your living room whilst you're chatting, or when do you strap your wheel to a little like like a baby's bib, the plastic hard ones? Do you strap your wheel to that and then run around the living room? Steering when you're racing.
No, I don't. I point. I'm pointing. No one can see me. I don't know why I do it, but I point at the screen.
What, when you
I do the commentary?
I tell you what, I would
arms
love.
Are flailing around. I'm pointing at the screen. I'm tapping the table. I do also.
You've got to set up a camera to record you doing commentary on something, anything.
Oh god,
that'd be absolutely hilarious to watch. You jumping up and down in your chair and all sorts.
I'm going to take a sip of a drink. It's in the hand for about 3 minutes while I'm trying to find a gap in between talking before I can take a sip. Yeah, but and then I'm trying to make a decision which drink I'm going to have. There's the array of drinks in front of me.
Yeah, but normally when you take a sip, that's when something happens. And you can hear you half choke on it, trying to get something out.
It's ridiculous. No. Should pause it. I should tell you lot to pause the game for a sec. Or everyone goes to the safety car situation.
Yeah, virtual safety car. Thingamajig needs a sip of his Red Bull or his Brewdog or his hot beverage or something.
Oh, I've not had no. Yeah. Oh, I've got a new one now. I had a bit of a Jackie D's honey Tennessee. I've never had it before. It's really nice.
Someone brought me.
To tell you the truth, I was a bit pissed off on last night. What? By the end of the stream. I was drunk too much of it. It was quite tasty. I kept having another glass. I was thinking, this is nice.
Someone bought me a bottle of that a couple of years ago. I ended up giving it to the school for a raffle because I don't like that sort of stuff. I don't like whiskey.
Well, I didn't know. I liked it. It was just really cheap in Tesco with the club card points. It was like £12 off.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, I'll give that a go. I'll give that a bash.
£12 off. What was it? A 2 litre bottle or something?
Yeah, it's one of them big ones. I was going to buy myself just a little bottle of Jackie D because I can't keep having wine. It's only £4 a bottle, but I get through like half a bottle through a stream. I'm thinking, turning into a bit of a pit head here.
Super GT is a bit of a long stream as well, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So I just thought, well, when I had the little dribble in the bottom of my D's, like one glass lasted the whole stream virtually.
Oh, okay.
So I'll try that. And I went to get one. It was £14 for one of them little bottles. And then next to it was this other one that's the big bottle for £32, but it was £20 on Tesco card. So I thought, that's only £6 more than the small bottle. I'll go for that.
Yeah, twice as much.
Very Moorish.
Ah, okay. That's what it was. It was the drink's fault that you didn't stop drinking it,
yeah. Yeah. He kept inviting me. I sucked it down and thought, that was honey. That tasted like honey. Let's have another glass.
Let's make sure it tastes like honey. Yep, it still tastes like honey.
And by the end of the stream, I was flying.
Yeah.
I was, there was sexual innuendos all over the place.
And as long as it's innuendos and not actually like direct references, because YouTube might tell us off for that.
I don't know, but I got stuck on the name. I wasn't sure if I was saying the name at the end. I think I used Glorious Stits.
Right,
I wasn't sure if it was coming out right, so I just kept on saying it. And I was thinking, how many times have I said that now? I was stuck. I was stuck in this weird,
like a CD skipping.
Saying Gloria Stits, Gloria Stits. That makes sense, doesn't it? Gloria Stits. Does that make sense? And then I thought, how many times have I said it? Shut up.
To be fair though, man, the name at the end is a good reason to just hang on until the very end of the stream.
Mm.
Yeah, I always have to listen right until the end.
It's a cherry on the top.
Yeah.
At the end. I wonder if some people are just straight out after the race and they still don't know that there's always a comical name at the end of the
they might
stream.
not know, but hopefully they do now. Keep tuned, guys, for the comical name.
Yeah, you've got to hang about for that to see who is the commentator. It's a different commentator every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was flying. I was going Glorious Stits, and then I was like, it's Norma Stits' sister. I don't know. I was right glazed on.
Norma Stits.
Ridiculous.
Mate, I was just about to say it's perfectly childish and it's perfectly fine.
That's why I went. That's why I put my birthday in the Stig thing, so you can all just give that 5 rather than the real age.
Go on, you don't have to put the year in.
No, I don't care. I'm 44.
44.
I thought, there was a lot of people close, not that far off me actually. I thought I was the ancient one, but there's a few. I say 44. I mean, excuse me. I'm 45 in December, so I'm really nearly 45.
Wow! Congratulations,
old man. I shouldn't be saying things like Glorious Stits. Should go there and going on about hard-ons.
Yeah. Who's it about? Who mentioned hard-ons earlier and having to explain it to their wife? Was it Turtle?
Turtle. Probably trying to chill out.
That must have been a really strange conversation. No. He's talking about tyres.
The tyres. He's talking about the rubber.
Yeah, hard rubber.
Oh, well.
So, what next?
I don't know. We've talked about F1. There wasn't much to talk about with
F1.
Really.
No, we've covered all the racing. We've covered the big update with the server and the club in general.
This is the turn of the crowd where they come up and join in.
Does anybody want to?
We've talked about the new champion of VRC.
Yeah.
And he's going to be champion for a fair few weeks. Nothing ending for a while.
No, we've got Digi. Digi's got his hand up there.
Oh yeah. He's probably going to say, "Can't talk much, I'm driving."
yeah. Still appreciate coming up saying hello though.
Yeah. Digi, I've invited him.
Yeah, I see that.
He's probably just turning a corner and braking it round.
Just chucking out his passenger.
Yeah. Can't talk much, I'm driving. Hey, Digi, how's it going, man? That wind's on the cards soon, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
I said that wind's coming. You could get in those podiums.
Mate, I didn't even know that I got second place on the other day, mate. That was a nice little treat.
Yes.
Oh, mate, what a race that was, mate. What a race that was.
It was a close call. It really was.
I sent it to a friend of mine, and he's like, "Mate, I don't watch Formula One. What'd you send me this for?"
It's like Formula One.
Speed driving. Sorry for swearing.
No, you're right.
No, I've sworn a couple of times.
Yeah, no, it was just an absolutely brilliant race. I'm really loving all of these championships, man. I've never really been a fan of the Group 4 cars, ever.
Okay.
No?
And I think I might have found one that I actually like. That thing is really nice, but you've got to pump up the power and get rid of the after weight, and it turns into a nice decent motor.
Well, with the 100 instead of the BOP on.
No, I thought we were. Ain't that pumped up the power on that?
No, it's just BOP.
The guns?
Yeah.
No, it's just standard. GTS is BOP. There's no. Yeah,
I better check that. I better check that. Then I'm not sure. I might be talking about something completely different. Might be talking about something completely different. But I tell you what, I really am looking forward to, and it just to segue from that, the Beatles, mate. The Beatles are going to be absolutely nuts.
Well, I'm going to keep my eye on you because I know you love a strategy. You love a bit of a strategy to your races. Looking forward to seeing how you attack this.
Well, I just drive my tyres like I bought them, mate. I've got to pay for every single set, so yeah, it really is. There's a flow to it. Once you get it, it just makes life a million times easier because it does two things at the same time. You save tyres and you save fuel, so and it's just much easier on the car. You don't have to keep it all the way in all the time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There was a bit where Robert in Days of Thunder where Robert Duvall told him about his tyres.
Yeah,
and he basically said, "You driving like the way you drive. This is how your tyres look. Driving like the way I want you to drive. This is how your tyres look. And if you can keep your tyres in, you're golden. Really, it's as simple as that." It took a little while to get it down, but now that mate, you've seen where I've come from, mate. I was right at the back, not even an also ran. I was just who's this guy? Little Blasphemy keeps punting people off the road. But no, once I started to get my head down and learn this new technique, mate. Absolutely superb.
Brilliant. Pass on thy knowledge. I think.
I have passed on thy knowledge to certain individuals.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, to me. no secret, man. We all got to learn from somewhere, and when I see somebody doing something vastly different to what I'm able to do, I always ask questions, mate. So thank you for sharing
it's the
your knowledge.
only way to learn on this one, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
There's so many things that I love about being in these clubs. Is you just won't learn any of this on the dailies.
No.
It's not going to be learnable. You might learn how to knock somebody off and not get a penalty, but that's about it. You need to be on a day. I'm going to say the name.
Yeah.
When I was with Amigos previously, we was on chats pretty much every single day while lockdown was in full force. Yeah. And we would just, like, little bits and pieces you pick up, like fuel wasting and stuff like that. I could give tips on how to fuel waste, and do you know what I mean? There's lots of little bits and pieces that you won't learn just by doing the dailies.
No.
This is one of the big things about these clubs.
Yeah, exactly that, and it's all about learning and growing and developing together as a group. And something if I can pass something on to somebody, all that's going to do is make my racing experience better and everybody else's racing experience better. That's the idea, just to improve everything all around. And we're all here to escape from the mess that is the dailies and the FIAs and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I saw in the chat today at Electric. He asked a couple of questions, a couple of people gave him a bit of advice, and he says he's knocked off about 2 seconds from Fuji. He had another go at it and said he's found it fine. So he's picked up a few tips just today, I think.
Yeah, it's just with what he was saying. It's just one of those things. As people came back to him and said, "Look, it's just one of those things. You're not going to go fast overnight. No. It's going to take time to learn the tracks and to finesse them. Like Bingy Bob, Cataluna is not my favourite track by any stretch of the imagination. But what is it? Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn 5 as you're coming down the hill just before you go to Yeah, turn 5.
The sharp left.
There's a little, the tight left going downhill. There's a little tuft of grass. And that's my breaking point. And if you haven't been shown it, you'll never see it. It's a little tuft of grass on the outside of the track, and you brake there every single time. You make the corner, and it's a quick way round the corner. But yeah, these things, it just comes in time, and it doesn't take ages and ages and ages. It doesn't take a year. But in the 10 months that I've been racing in these clubs, I've probably taken 4 seconds off my times. It's really cool, man. They're just brilliant to be part of, and the racing in VRC is I've raced in about 5 or 6 different organisations, and no joke, the racing in VRC is hands down the best that I've come across.
Oh, that's nice.
And I'm not just saying it. I'm not just saying it. If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it. It really, really is. If it was crap, I'd tell you. Well, if it was crap, I wouldn't come back.
I was just about to say, I'm sure if it was crap, you wouldn't hang around. You wouldn't engage in this or racing in general. So thank you for your comments, mate. That's really, really nice to hear, and that's exactly what we aim for. So thank you.
And you've achieved it. Just keep doing the good stuff that you're doing, and go from there. I just want to ask one last thing. Mm-hmm. Do you guys do voice chat while we're racing?
No, not as a whole.
Is there any specific reason why?
I know that other groups out there try to enforce it, that you've got to join a group chat for whatnot. But we're each to their own. If people want to join in a group chat, they're more than welcome to. It's not something we're going to say no to or not allowed, but it's not something that we're going to enforce or anything like that. I mean, we're very much a your choice sort of group. As I'm sure you've seen, we allow people to run with any assists that they feel that they need to use and stuff like that. So it's up to people if they want to form together a little team and sit on chat together. That's up to them.
Oh yeah, there is people. Yeah, I think you just send an invite out and see if someone wants to join your group chat while you're driving or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I do love driving quietly, but I find little bits and pieces like the red flags, or if you touch somebody or something like that. Obviously, you don't want people shouting and screaming at each other, but bits and pieces just to get.
It's that sort of thing that why we wouldn't enforce it or something like that, purely because talking to people or listening to people whilst you're racing is actually quite a really big distraction. And it takes a long time for people to get used to. In my experience.
When I raced in LBP, I can't remember what they're called now.
Yeah, okay.
But they made everyone. Well, he split because you can only have 8, is it, in a group chat? So he used to have two group chat.
Yeah, it used to be.
Split people off, and oh my lord, it used to put me off. It'd just be, I don't know, there'd be 2 or 3 people. Well, you get some people humming and singing, and you get some people just sort of like effing and blinding every time they had an off and that. And I used to try and I have to concentrate. I have to really concentrate. I have the headphones on. Even like if I race just with the TV sound on, if there's any noise in the room, I get distracted. I'm like a kitten. I get distracted really easily. So I used to have the headphones on and just really concentrate on my racing and stuff like that. So I was never good in group chats and stuff. I used to hate it going in their group chats and that. And plus they say I breathe too heavy. That used to irritate me. It's like racing Darth Vader or something. But I think it's the way I used to sit in my seat, because I'm virtually laying down, so my chin's on my chest sort of thing when I'm racing. And it's like
a Formula 1 driver.
Do the heavy breathing.
He's going for the Formula 1 driver look.
Literally. So I'm driving around. I used to get on people's nerves. I got told to mute on more than one occasion. It would be LBP lot or whatever they're called.
Oh, dear Lord. I can vision it. I can vision it all of it. It's fantastic. Yeah. Just to go. Listen to your tires, everyone.
Squealing.
If your tires are squealing, you're going too fast.
There you go. That's a brilliant bit of advice for people out there.
It really is. You drive them like you bought them. I go for 0 tyre squeal, but obviously trying to keep the pace up.
Right. You're no slouch, so it's
definitely not a slouch.
Yeah.
All right, look, I do have to go, but thanks for the time, guys, and I'll speak to you probably next week.
Yeah. Speak to you later, mate. Have a good one.
And good luck to everybody in this week's races.
All right, and we'll see you on the top step of the McGanns tomorrow night then.
I don't know about that. I'm more like the Super Formulas. I've got half a chance for that because there's a few more laps.
And Red Bull ring? All right, man.
Yeah, the penalty ring I've never been the biggest fan, but well, look, if I want to win Spa. If I win Spa, I'll be a happy chappy. I like a bit Spa.
You and 10 others, I imagine.
Well, it is my favourite track on the game, so it's my favourite track in general. But yeah, that's the one I want to win. The rest is all bonus stuff, and I'm just upset that I can't race every other bleeding night, and I'll get involved in the GT2s. That's my
the GT2s, yeah. They're having a cracking race, they guys, with the tyres as well. You'd be well into that with the super softs. You'd be going really deep.
Mate, it's my favourite. The SF19s and Group 2s. That's my favourite categories on the game. So,
well,
yeah, I've done the best part of 20,000 miles in them Group 1.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to dog homesick to use the Group 2s next time in the endurance race.
Oh,
So,
we'll have something. All right, guys, I will
See you later, did you?
Thanks for the time, and I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers.
No
Mate.
problem.
All right, man. Nice.
I've got to turn this off now.
Meet you again this week. That's all right. I can do it for you, man.
Red button.
Red
There
button.
you go. Red button.
Red button. He's left the room. He said his piece is off. Oh, that was a nice bit of feedback from him. That was nice.
Yes. Watch that squealing, boys, in the corners.
Yeah. He was back. That was good. So, yeah. Well, anything else? Anybody else?
I don't think so.
We can't. We're running out of things to talk about. It's getting shorter and shorter every week.
We couldn't shut up before.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about other things. I'm working on Singer at the moment at work. That Porsche that is a rip-off and a half, where you buy a 911 yourself,
and
then you take it to Singer and give them £1 million, and then they rip it apart and fill it with carbon.
And you give them, you send them your car and £1 million, and then they send the car to you and you strip it out. Is that the word?
No, well, they strip it all out for you and put all the carbon in, but still, I mean, for £1 million, you'd expect the car involved, wouldn't you? You'd expect them to provide the car, but no, you have to buy the car as well. That's shocking.
Yeah, that's a bit odd, isn't it?
Yeah. Odd. And the Gordon Murray's still not off and running yet.
Still,
we've only got those trial cars, and they're trying to get that first chassis together, but they're doing it really slowly.
Oh, okay.
So, but it's because they want to get the process right. They don't want to build about 4 of them and then say, "Oh, stop everything."
Do it all. Turtle's got his hand up.
Yeah. Oh, is he? Okay, yeah. I'll get Turtle in there. Yeah. The Flying Dutchman. Hello.
Hello, Turtle.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you guys were talking about more things. I got a suggestion. You guys are always talking about the podium places, but maybe you're thinking about other guys that say lower in the race, like I don't know, me versus Guesty. There was one lap. It was great. I had a big battle with Guesty. Then in the third race, it was the battle between me, Trips, and Electric. Maybe you could also talk about that, not always the front, because in the back of the race there are always battles. Maybe you can make.
Oh, you mean in the streams?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I always try and find the battles. In all fairness, I always if they're battling up at the front, I suppose I do linger there because that's the pointy end of the thing. But you're right. Yeah, if there's a battle going down the middle of the field, but I try and rotate all the time. That's the way I approach the streams. I don't try and linger too much if I can. I do try and just keep going through the field, like to try and find where the battles are, and I can see. Like, I think I remember yours was like, I saw that someone was behind someone, and I was like, oh, I've got to go back to that and check. And then I watched something else, and then by the time I got back, the move had already been made, and I was like, oh, I didn't expect it to happen that quick. But yeah, I do try and rotate it as much as I can.
Well, I mean, how you do the streams? That's okay, but like in the podcast, just take some bits of the races, and let's say, oh, between places 8, 9, and 10, or in round 27, that happened.
Okay.
Just give more
more rounded view. Yeah, we can do that.
Only cover the top 3. It's just I don't know how bored people are listening to us, because when I do the week in review, it's like just like meant to be a quick thing at the beginning of the pit stop. But man, I'll read all the places out. I don't mind. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I just do it because I'm worried people are getting bored and spacing out or something.
Super GT aside, because I don't get a chance to watch it before we do this. So, but with all the other leagues, yeah, I'll try to make more of an effort to highlight more battles and people who've had a good race and a decent performance and stuff like that. I'll take that on board, total, 100%.
Well, yeah, you not complaining or something. Just a suggestion. Maybe you could, if you got to say, well, the time is getting shorter and shorter. We are nothing to talk about. So I think, well, maybe you could do that a little bit more.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Tel, it's my fault. I didn't do much prep before this one. I do usually sit there and try and get the results written down and that, and I don't know the Red Bulls. It didn't drag me heels. I've just been trying to fit it in between things. I've been doing a few hours overtime as well, so I've not been getting home till after 6. And then I sort of half wrote it out last night, and then I had to do the stream for Super GTs. And then today I didn't go until 6, cooked dinner. And bloody real life, isn't it? It's that bloody thing they call real life getting in the way of the VRC world. I need to get an intern. I need to get some
You need an intern.
hot 17-year-old like to do all the work for.
Well,
then check my hard on.
Well, every time we're racing, my wife says, "Really? Again? You did it yesterday?" No, that was 2 days ago. Yeah, but well, I'm driving now, so leave me alone. Yeah, dinner. Wait a minute, give me 5 minutes. I'm going on. I'll go down and eat. And my wife is getting a little bit crazy, but on the other side, she enjoys that I am having fun and all that stuff. And last night, I watched it this morning together with my wife, and she was really like saying, "What, Alex? What the fuck is she talking about?" Oh, crap.
She wasn't enjoying She didn't enjoy my touch on the tyres.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to evaluate who on the grid's got hard-ons, and who's got soft ones.
Yeah.
We need to know out there. The people need to know who's got a soft one and who's got a hard one.
Yeah, well, she was saying, how old is that guy? 14, 15? And
yeah.
Now, at least now you can go back and go, he's 40. He's nearly 45.
Yeah. I'm touching 45, but my mental age is 14.
I explained it, and he said, "Oh, okay, well, that's British, so it's all fine with me." So, okay, that works again.
You should have told her I was tipsy. I was a little bit drunk.
Oh, well.
I was getting carried away with myself. I don't know. It probably was funny the first time, and I don't know. I just got a bit sort of. He's got hard on as well. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
There's nothing funnier. We don't hardly use hard tyres in our races, so
No.
I have to make the most of it. As soon as someone's got a hard on, I've got to talk about it.
Well, you're doing your best, so
I'm trying.
Every time enjoying the replays when I look back, so no complaining from me.
That's cool.
Not at all.
Yes, but yeah, you have to tell her he's got some sort of medical condition where he just hasn't gone past the age of 14. He's a 14-year-old. Tell her to watch Big.
Yeah, 14-year-old in a 40-year-old's body. Yeah.
That's it. That's who I am. I'm Tom Hanks from Big.
Okay, I will tell her.
I'd have a bunk bed if my missus had let me, but I'm not allowed.
Oh, sure, you're not a Morty type or something?
Morty, yeah.
No. Well, it was just a suggestion, and what you do with it, that's up to you guys. I'm enjoying it from day one. I'm getting a little bit faster. I had last night was my second best race I had when I started. So
I think I noted that in the stream. I think I got a bit excited for you and your position. I'm pretty sure. I think I may have done.
Well,
I blank out. Honestly, people ask me about mention something in the stream. It's like earlier with Skyjacker saying about him and Liam coming out on track at the same time, and I just agreed. Because
yeah, it's just a blur to you, isn't it? You just say what you see and let it out the other side, isn't it?
I just go to autopilot. There's no thought or anything goes into the streams. When I get messages of people, well, it don't often happen, but sometimes I get messages of people moaning about something I've said in the stream, and I'm like, I don't even remember saying it. I don't even know I said that. I'm like, all I can do is apologise. There's a small part of my brain that takes over when we do the streams, and I sit at the back of the brain and let that bit take over.
The 14-year-old take over.
When you, with all the replays, you're talking gentle and slow, and the farther we are in a match, the faster you are talking, your voice is getting louder and louder, more excited and excited and excited. If you like, almost like a football commentator, he's going, go!
You got and along with that, you got the visuals of my arms up in the air. I'm pointing at the telly.
That's what I want to see.
Standing up.
I so want to see that thing. You've got a video yourself. But I've always thought that
I took a picture of myself once, and that's all over YouTube.
that's ended up plastered all over the place.
I can see what turnaround's going to do with that.
TikTok. But
TikTok, no, definitely not.
I always think that if you ever wanted to stop doing what you do for work, go and audition to Channel 4 as a horse racing commentator. Because it sounds very, very similar. Obviously, the made-up names, or they're not real names, if you like, and stuff like that. And it's with how fast you are at the start of a race. It sounds so much like horse racing at times. It's crazy.
I know. Well, I'm like bursting. I've got to get it all out. I've got to because I want to have a sip of my Red Bull. You see, so I've got to get everything out quickly, and then I can just have a drink. Then I'll go again, and then have another drink.
I need to burn all of that energy really, really quickly, just so I can get some more energy in the form of liquid, so I can burn it off really quickly. But
keep topping it up.
But
it's because I'm aware my warm beverage is going cold by the minute, and I want to get it drunk, so I've got to get it all out quick, so I can get onto the latte. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. I have the right buzz from it. I know people like commentating, but it's. I'd say everyone's got to give it a go at some point because it's a blast.
Yeah, well, I just want to say one thing more. Brinko, congratulations on winning the Red Bulls. In the last race, he was struggling behind me and Electric. And, well, I'm a gentleman driver. I didn't know what he was doing, or he had enough points or need more points for the championships, but I gave him a little bit of hard time, as good I was going for. So, Bingo, again, congratulations, you are the true champion. And the next time you won't get me that fast.
Go on, sir.
You know, like so.
You got to race for everything. Skyjacker made the mistake of letting Homesick through one.
Oh, don't, man. Don't even. That still gives nightmares. Yeah, the grief I give myself for that move.
Homesick's got like 16 championships. Sharen's still trying to get his first one, and Skyjacker foiled him. Sleep at night, I don't know.
Well, what I found funny is you got Binko, Talleyrand, Sharen, Anton. That is for me the top. And then you have, let's say, Homesick, Alphanut, and then the rest. You really can see who's the best, and then who's learning or still more unexperienced. But every race there is a surprise. Then it's me, or it is Electric, or it is Alpha. I don't know. Every race there's always a surprise. Yeah. There's not always 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5, 6. It's not. No. That's for me the game I like to see or I wanted to have.
Yeah, but
that's in VRC.
You can see you guys are coming through though. I mean, Electric. I'd say even Uncle B Darren. He seemed quite on the back foot when he first joined, and he's starting to get top 5s and stuff now. He's really coming on. And I think all of you will. It's just the way it is. When I first joined VRC, I was so far off the pace. But when you race these guys, you just learn to drive that way. I think it raises you up. I think
makes you want to.
Dailies and that makes you a worse driver. In all fairness, not in a horrible way. I mean, you get some people who've just got a knack. They hit the ground running, obviously. But yeah, after doing a year of daily races and then joining VRC, it was a quick learning curve. But as soon as I got to learn, I'll tell you what, my biggest lesson is staying on the track. Because when you have an off, that's you're not with the pack anymore. But as soon as you can learn to stay with the pack, and then you start building on overtaking and getting through the pack and stuff like that. But yeah. I think it's going to be not long until we see the likes of Electric, Turtle, these guys on the podiums. Definitely.
I think that the GNTC, the State Group 4 Group 3, is the true championship in the way of how good you are. For me, Group 3, Group 4 cars, that's my championship. I can always be friends with it, but it shows me for how far I can go with the rest. The GT2, the Group 2, the Red Bulls, and all that. I will try my best, but it's all the same cars. With this championship, everyone's made a choice, and there will be a lot of surprises. Yeah. Uncle Baron with the Subaru, damn, he's fast. I don't know how he does it, but
in the Group 4 one.
Yeah, Group 4. He's fast.
He's mighty in the Group 4. He's struggling with his tyres a bit in the Group 3, but again, I'm sure come towards the end of the season, he'll remedy that and be fighting for in the podiums and top 5s and on a regular basis. But going back to what you were saying about GTMC, that was exactly Alphanut's idea when he wrote up the format for GTMC, was that it was to be an all-around thing. You got to be good in both GR4 and GR3, sprint races, strategy. It requires everything that a driver has to come out on top. Is the idea behind it anyway?
Yeah. So. Please keep it, because it isn't.
I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. No. GTMC is one of them that will be staying. Along with we don't really ever drop any leagues, do we? Let's face it, thingamajig.
They're our babies. We can't let them go.
They are our babies. There's a few that we, no matter what happens, we will always run. Super GT was created by an admin who left us a while ago, as was Porsche Sprint Trophy, but we like them, so we'll keep them. We'll still run them, along with all the other leagues that we do. Some leagues may take longer to come around than others, but that's the way we like it, because keep the best in. You keep the best china in the back of the cabinet, if you like. You don't use it every day, so.
I mean, I've got dilemmas with my Sunday night. I didn't eat Beatles. Obviously, that's just to get us up to Christmas. I think that was like totally inspired me on that one about the Beatles and stuff like that. But it's in the new year. We've only got like January and February until GT7's out, and it's like I've still got the Renault Clio Cup to go. We've got HPEC. I'm wondering if we're going to slip in a HPEC in the new year, but I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. That's
it's up to you on Sundays. That's your call whether you want to do a Clio or a HPEC or come up with something else. It's up to you.
No.
I know what I've got done.
What I mean.
I've actually laid out my entire 2022, depending on what cars we get in GT7.
This is the thing I'm thinking with HPEC, because we don't know what cars we're going to get in GT7. I don't know whether or not to just wait until March just to see if there's more variety in that sort of side of things, or just get that season out of the way, and then when GT7 comes out and there's like 5 extra cars in it, you're thinking, I should have darned waited. So
yeah, but just have a pick or something, mate. Ask around, get ideas if you want, mate. There's no harm in that, is there?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I thought there was another one. I mean, we've done the juniors, and now we're doing this new Beetle one. I've still got Clio Cup Season 2 to go, and but again, I don't know what the first is for the and I want to get that golf thing up and running, because that was darn fun, the one-off races in that little golf thing. But
it's just do a little mini.
I don't know, especially with little mini championships.
Yeah,
but it's just because there's an influx of new drivers. I don't know what the first is for tuning, because we did start sort of doing a couple of tuning things. Not that I ever did the setups.
You just copied somebody else's, didn't you?
Yeah, I just copied someone else's and stuck with it because it felt good. It felt all right. It felt solid. So I was like, but I literally do the tuning on the N100 cars because you can have a better gearbox. That's all.
That, and they drive better.
Pretty weak.
They drive better when you can tune. And if we ever want to try and look at introducing tuning into the future, it's got to start with the N cars, because trying to tune a group car is a lot harder than trying to tune a road car.
Oh god, yeah.
So if you want to bring,
when we did that F1 race, I was like,
that was hard to tune.
And then done for you guys said about 2-3 weeks ago you got a surprise for us or something. You are working on something.
Yeah, that was the Beatles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, about for the end of the
year.
You guys about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, you were thinking or organizing something at the end of the year.
Yes.
And it's all quiet now, but I'm curious if you have any tips or spoilers or.
Look in the calendar.
Oh.
It's in the calendar.
Yeah.
You there, Tal?
I'm lost. I'm not sure what it was. Everyone's broke up. I don't know. Am I still in the room?
Yeah. I know what you're. I think I know what you're asking, and it's in the calendar. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to do it like this, are we?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we can have some glam, glitz,
like the
and
Oscars.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll be better than me typing out a message like for the whole evening and just doing a big long thread like I did last year.
Yeah. Oh man, that means I've got to rent a tux.
We're just thinking about it.
Well,
Start practicing my hello and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club Awards
2021.
2021, and we are starting with the Turnaround Award, the best spin of the season.
That's definitely got to go to Turnaround. it's gonna stick.
Well, you're joking about it, but that could be a good idea to make a compilation of the whole season.
Yeah.
Well, racing ended up a bit busy. I saw it for a couple of weeks, but it sort of.
Another highlight of the month or overtake of the month or something like that, wasn't it? thing is, with stuff like that, we've got so much racing. I mean, on the average, we race 4 rounds a night. Quite often, more than one race in a round. And you add up that's a lot of races in a week. Then you multiply that by a month and then a year. That's a lot of replays to go through and get clips and string them all together and stuff like that.
I think Turnaround had sent in the stream that I think the Red Bulls was like the 48th championship or something like that in the VRC.
Yeah, I think
sure
46th. I think it is.
So it's a lot, but yeah, best livery. We've got to go through all the cars and look at the liveries and stuff like that. And
yeah, best newcomer, most improved. The Community Spirit Awards, the Chatterbox Award. There's obviously last year we did 5, 6 awards. This year there's going to be a few more. So we've already started. I've already started anyway. Everybody just I think I get the impression all the other admins just roll their eyes whenever I bring it up. But yeah, obviously we've already started with discussing nominations and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all in the works.
Yeah.
So it'll be coming out, I think, on the 23rd of December. I think it is. It's a Wednesday. It's the Wednesday before Christmas. The 22nd.
Yes, so
22nd.
Let me see. I gotta work. Oh no, yes, you gotta work.
Stick a headphone in.
You better hope you're not nominated for something then, or
yeah, or win an award.
The best foreign of Europe, the Dutchman.
stick a headphone in while you're at work, then, mate.
Oh, I will.
Cool.
Yours might be the best jump. I'm sure a few races ago I saw you fly. Was it Big Willow?
Best bunny hop.
Yeah,
Flying Dutchman, eh?
Yeah, that's where it came from. I think I saw you. I'm sure it was in the GTMC at Big Willow. I'm sure you were flying in your Beamer.
Yeah, really good free BMW. Yeah. Oh well.
But yeah, that's always fun. It's going to be even more fun if we're doing it live. It was good how you did it last time. It was like everyone was just in the chat waiting for the next post.
I didn't see anything. I was too busy typing out and then sending it a chapter at a time and stuff like that. It was a long night though, if I remember rightly. That was a good couple of hours of typing. If anybody does want to go and read back, it's in the archive channel, right at the bottom of your channel list. It was a bit.
See who won what.
Yeah, it was a bit of a killer thumb night, that one. That was Christmas Eve as well, wasn't it? If I remember rightly, last year.
I think so, something like that. I can remember sitting and reading them all, thinking, "Oh, look who's won that! Look who's won that!" Because it was a surprise to me as it was to anyone else.
Yeah, good.
Oh, except for the livery. I know we all voted for the livery. Sort of didn't want a big massive group vote as well. Didn't go out for just
that was a server vote. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the plan is for this year to have the same thing as well, but we're doing it a little bit differently. Instead of everybody nominating a livery, which is what we had last year, the gaffer's going to pick his favourite X amount of liveries, put them up on a post, and then we all vote for our favourite ones. The one with the most wins.
Well, Guesty's had some strong ones this season.
Mate, I think everybody's had some strong ones this season. I don't think I'm going to win it this year though because of my lazy black and green ones.
Best energy drink award.
Yeah.
Best energy drink livery.
I suppose, man, we should do that as well. I think next year we'll keep tabs of everybody's sponsors and then add up points for every race for the whole year, and then whoever's got the best the most points for a sponsor wins a prize as well, maybe. So obviously we've got a lot of monster cars, we've got a lot of relentless cars, Red Bull cars. See, Sharen's kicked off with his Atari liveries and stuff like that, and yeah, there's a lot of guys that use the same sort of trends with their liveries, and it's quite nice. Makes them easily recognisable on track as well, doesn't it?
That's it, definitely. Oh yeah, the GTMC this season. I mean, you've got the Nissans; they look good. The Porsches look good. The Beamers look good. I like it when two cars with, say, similar liveries on track and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to go as strict as what it was last year of they had to be, identical, because the car shapes between the class just doesn't work half the time. But as long as they look fairly similar across the two classes, that's all I was happy with. So.
Cool. And you not picking up the lad tonight then?
No, he had to get opticians, so he didn't get back till too late to have dinner and then get ready for cadet. So he didn't go tonight.
All right. So. Night off on the Xbox.
No, well,
on Forza.
I'm on the PC, innit? Oh, him? No, he'll be playing, I don't know, Red Dead or Call of Duty or something daft like that.
Cool.
Yeah. He don't.
Buy him Assassin's Creed. It's brilliant.
He's had them all.
What, the new one, Valhalla or whatever? I'm a Viking.
Maybe not Valhalla. He's had all of the others. I know he's had right up to Origins. He's had every single Assassin's Creed. In fact, even my daughter's played all the Assassin's Creed up to Origins as well.
Yeah.
Bad parent.
But see, mine came with the PS5. When I went to buy the PS5, it was like I just picked the most expensive games I could see when I walked in because I weren't sure what was what. So they were like, "What 2 games do you want?" And I was looking at the shelf saying, "Oh, I'll have that Assassin's Creed and I'll have that Ghost of Tsushima." They were the most expensive ones on the shelf.
Huh.
So, yeah, and I'm getting banging to the Viking thing.
Well, okay.
I love it.
Bye, Turtle.
See you later. Oh, sorry, man. Got carried away.
This is the problem, isn't it? People come up and talk, they start us off on something, and then we just waffle on for ages. See, that's why we need people to come up, just to get us kick-started on a subject.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah.
do you reckon a lot of PS5s are going to be bought at Christmas, ready for the old GT7? It's got to be. I mean, it's got to be the biggest wish list.
Yeah,
I would
think
imagine.
so.
Who's I've got one. You've got one. I know Homesick Alien's got one now.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard anything about Turnaround just yet.
I messaged me the other day asking what the transition is like and how easy it is to transfer data. So I think he's got one in the pipeline. Whether or not
he's edging that way.
Yeah, whether or not he's actually ordered one or started actively looking for one, I don't know. But he certainly seems to be asking him more questions about a PS5 than what he was before. So, but I mean, like most of us, we only wanted a PS5 for Gran Turismo 7, didn't we? So.
Yeah, but because I had a thought the other day if there's going to be tracks on GT Sport that aren't going to be on GT7, vice versa, we'd have to have different nights for different racing.
I don't know. We'll have to see. I doubt there'll be crossplay either.
No. I couldn't see that's
it's Anton
between PS5 and PS4.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be crossplay. Obviously, in GT Sport, but not between GT Sport and GT7. Is what I meant. So.
All right.
Hello, Anton.
Hello, Anton. Hi, man. How's it going? Fine.
Good.
Great night last night, man. Double win. Was you really surprised to see Racer Brown disappear back into the pits? Did you think, where's he going?
Yeah. After that last pit stop, I expect, I take second spot, but after I saw Racer Brown going under the pit stop, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, he got a bit trigger happy, I think. Clicked his X button a bit too quick before he moved to left or right. But, I mean, I did say during the stream, you'd think there was a double click on that, just in case of things like that. Because I've known people, Homesick had it for a long, like the season before in GTMC, he was forever, I don't know, just getting petrol issues. He was never filling up. He'd have to go back in to go and put more fuel in. And you'd think they'd just put something in, like a double click or something in the pit stops. I know your time is of the essence, but, it happens a lot with the old getting a bit quick on the X button. But yeah, that's what happened to Racer Brown on Tuesday night. Is anyone there?
Still, yeah.
So yeah, good double win anyway. Hands on.
Yeah.
And a lucky first one, and that second race, you can believe it again. Everyone decided to have a little bit of a. I think it was Tribs GG had a bit of an off, and I don't know if that cascaded down the down the group, but suddenly you found yourself in the lead, didn't you? Virtually.
Yeah, well, I think I might try different strategy than others and decide to start the race with soft tires. And I think that's the main case.
Either which way it worked for you, didn't it?
Definitely helped.
Yeah, well, I know that risk, but I decided to try, and then I got victory from that race.
Good. I think you've definitely got half a hand on that trophy, though, mate. 100% on that championship.
Sorry. Can you repeat?
Yeah, I was just saying. I definitely think you've got half a hand on the championship already. I know it's still a long way to go, but I think you've.
Yeah, but nothing decided yet.
No, nothing's decided yet. But I think you're certainly with every passing round you're making yourself look more and more dominant in the season.
Yeah, well, but I think I won yesterday both races because of racer one made few mistakes, but.
Well, definitely the first one he had to go back into the pits. The second one, I don't know.
And I saw the replay, and he been on that second race.
Yeah.
I think without that spin, he might be catch me in the end.
He was trying. He was trying his hardest. He was pushing and pushing. But you're right. He was closing up, and he did sort of lose a stack of time. I think he had a bit of an off. I didn't see the spin, but he had like a 5 seconds slower lap.
And I saw on the replay.
Yeah.
But
so it's tight though. He's giving you, and Jay's looking strong. So
yeah,
it's going to be an interesting second half of the championship for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think Jay said he's in it now. He's in it for the rest of the season. I thought it was just a one-off when he raced like the week before last. But I'm pretty sure in the chat he said he's in it for the rest of the season. I mean, Kale looked really strong the week before. I don't know if Fuji just wasn't his track or something, but he didn't figure as much as I thought he would this week.
I don't think Kale's really ever got on with Fuji the time I've raced with him. I think he's always struggled with Fuji, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. It's not everyone's favourite. I don't like them last couple of corners. It's a tough one, isn't it? Getting over that right-hander onto the straight. It's sort of like your left, right, and then left, and then going right again, and then you've got to get a good exit speed to get a good
launch
down the straight. Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, well, actually, that for you wasn't my favourite track either.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yesterday I'm not the fastest driver, but I'm.
Yeah, no, I think Racer Brown got fastest.
So.
Yeah, I think Racer Brown got fastest lap in both races, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was unlucky in the first race, and like you said, I think he might have been. I reckon he was pushing too hard to get the spin in that second race at the end there. So he was trying to chase you down, but still, a win's a win. No matter how you get them.
Yeah, of course.
You don't always have to be the fastest guy to win races, do you? So that's strategy.
Consistency is
consistency
key. Yeah, strategy, key. Consistency.
Yep. So well done.
Yeah, huge well done. And your drinks bottle was okay during the race.
Sorry.
Your drink bottle was okay during the race. We
managed to get a drink.
No, it's just
the Kimi Raikkonen drink.
Yeah, Kimi was going loopy in one of the races. I think it was practice or qualifying. He was absolutely ripping Alfa Romeo apart because his drink bottle wasn't working. There was a lot of expletives, a lot of beeps in his rant over the radio.
Yeah.
So I was just making sure your drink bottle was okay during the race.
Well, I'm not drinking anything on the race.
Oh, well, you see, that's where Kim's going wrong. He's too busy drinking during his races. That's why he's not winning.
That's why he's not. Concentrate more.
He wants to get a leaf out of your book.
Yeah.
Fair play. But it was cracking to watch, man. It's always fun to watch you racing those Group 2s. It's brilliant.
I think one of my favorite cars.
Yeah, and you definitely
after
done it well.
After the Formula.
After the what?
Super Formula.
Super Formula.
SF.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Super Formulas are fun.
That's why he was.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to...
Is that why you were asking about JTX? Because you want to help him out and take his spot? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No shame. Yeah, I want his spot. I want his seat.
Well, you'd have to speak to Talleyrand. I thought, because it doesn't look like there's someone who signed up for it is coming back for it. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him yet.
Who's that?
Ruben.
Ruben's, yeah. I think Pat's taken Ruben's spot. 'Cause Pat was one of the first reserves to sign up.
Oh, that was first reserve. I see.
Yeah.
Ah, there you go then.
Yeah, reserves goes in order.
I'm with you. Oh, I didn't see. I don't keep track of these things. That's why I always say get in touch with the person who's running it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's the right thing to say, though, isn't it? Just talk to boss man. But yeah, we'll see.
Call
it'd be nice to have you on
track.
track.
Turnaround when you send him a message. Say, dear turnaround.
He's gone now, though, isn't he? He's not in the chat anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait until Friday until he turns himself around. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see if he can survive a lap. First lap. It's his first lap.
Yeah.
He always wants to spin it.
Yeah. In all fairness, round 1 wasn't his fault, though, was it? We've already agreed on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I know you were close, but I think he was already going. I think you just helped him.
Oh, fair enough. Thanks.
Well, yeah. Just looking back on it, I think his car did look at a funny angle when you just helped him.
I can't even remember now. It was that long ago. Slept several times.
Well, it was just because he had one wheel over the other side of the curb, and it just sort of, I thought, ooh, and then, because even when I did the replay of it or whatever, I was like, you know what? I'm not sure that is Skyjacker. I'm not sure. I can't say. He was very close. They were very close together, but yeah.
Either which way, we'll wait and see what he does on Friday. Whether or not he gets, whether or not this new turnaround nickname sticks, or if he just goes back to the being boss man. Yeah.
Yeah. Big chief. Head hunter. But yeah, beautiful race on yesterday, Anton, and it's always a pleasure to watch you do what you do.
Yeah.
And hopefully there'll be a space made up, open up in Super Formula. See how you're doing that. But you just have to hope someone has enough. But Super Formula is tough to get space in that.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the Super Formulas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right then, Anton.
Yep.
Sweet. Right, I'll. Anything else, Anton, or shall I put you back in the audience?
Yeah, well, I hope you can follow my team on Instagram.
Instagram?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, ping us a link, mate.
It's called Trail Breaking Racers.
Okay.
Right now we have 4 drivers, all from Finland, and
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, post the link up, man. I'll give you a follow.
We didn't post anything for a while, but maybe soon we start posting.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. You have to put a link in somewhere.
Put a link in the chat, and I'll most certainly give you a follow. I'm sure VRC will give you a follow as well. So.
I think I can make.
Yeah.
Put on a link.
Yeah.
In
Feel
there.
free.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the VRC group will give it a follow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Right.
Sweet. All right, man. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries.
Bye.
I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye.
Boom.
Right, we should wrap this up anyway. It's 9:30 now anyway.
Yeah,
and
it's 9:30.
half the people have gone.
I need to go for a smoke, and yeah, we're doing it in the numbers. So, yeah.
All right, man. Well,
All right.
yes, don't forget, everyone, to watch on YouTube, our VRC YouTube tomorrow for the GTMC at the A1 ring. The Red Bull ring. Commercialism, man. Capitalism is terrible.
Well, it's not, is it? Because Red Bull bought the A1 ring, so it's their racetrack. It's not that they sponsor the racetrack.
Honda owns Suzuka, but they didn't call it Honduka or something, did they?
Well, no, but in A1 ring, man, it sounds like a motorway. It's not a racetrack.
I know, but it's just how I've always remembered it.
So
I suppose
they stopped racing there just after I started watching Formula One, so I don't have many memories of it there before it was Red Bull ring. So,
I'm old school. I still remember Buenos Aires. I want Buenos Aires back. I used to love that in the game. When they were talking about what tracks would you like to see in GT Sport, I was going to put Buenos Aires, Argentina, but I thought no one will know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know where the city is. So.
Yeah, no, Formula One. It used to always be like the second race in the championship on the old Formula One games.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
But Adelaide as well. I saw Pat saying they're going to rip Adelaide up. I always thought it was a street circuit. I always
half and half
for Melbourne. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. That's where Mika Hakkinen had his huge, massive crash, bounced over a curb and flew into a wall and nearly died.
Oof.
In his McLaren, yeah. But it was a lot more interesting track than Melbourne.
Well, they're changing Melbourne drastically, aren't they? I saw a video on it. Yeah, I saw a video on it. They're getting rid of. They're opening up a load of corners and a load of corner exits. They're sloping off some of the chicanes to make them more high speed and stuff like that. From bits and pieces I've read and watched.
Be interesting.
Yeah, will be.
And I miss Canada.
I miss Canada.
I can't believe I'm saying it. I miss Canada. It hasn't been on the calendar for ages.
Montreal's always been one of my favourite Formula One tracks.
Yeah, it's always good fun. Fast track.
Fast.
And the Wall of Champions, man. That season, I don't know if you watched F1 back then because I'm old.
I did.
But yeah,
Michael Schumacher and all that lot.
Champions race. Yeah, about 4 of them all went into it. It was amazing. I think Hill, Schumacher, and that's for now.
Didn't Villeneuve go into the wall as well?
Yeah, I think Villeneuve went into it. Yeah, everyone was going into it, that race.
Yeah.
It was taking a lot of casualties.
Well,
but yeah.
That's why it's called the Wall of Champions, isn't it?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, because it never was before that race. It was just the final chicane. Because it was up a long straight, wasn't it? You build up a lot of speed.
Yeah, they were trying to carry too much speed through the chicane and clip the inside curve or something like that.
Mm.
But yeah.
All
right then. So last bit for me before.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Thingy says. Thingy. I just want to say again, congratulations, Binko, new champion into the Hall of Champions. Well done.
Yes. Well done, Binko. Super job, and a great season. You had a good season. I don't want to say the season was good because obviously I did it, but
the season was good.
It was fun to watch. It was fun to commentate on.
It was a good season.
Fair enough. So, you can say it.
I can say it. Yeah.
Yes, and yeah, big up Binko, new VRC champion. I like it. More to come, but I think he's having a bit of a break on Sundays, isn't he? He's not in the fields. I was all worried. I was sending him messages saying,
I sent him a message as well.
The spaces are losing. Yeah. The spaces are going, and he's like, "Oh, I've got a lot of work on. I've got to put in some Sunday night shifts." And I was like, "Oh, all right then. Sorry, mate.
Fair enough.
sorry to rub salt in the wound."
Yeah. But I'm sure he'll be back. He's whetting his appetite now, so I'm sure he'll be back as soon as he can. So
yeah. Well, he's got that HPEC to sort out, hasn't he? When that comes, he was close with that one. So
unfinished business, I think HPEC, isn't it?
Yeah.
So. But anyway.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me, Skyjacker, and keeping me company in this pit stop.
You're very welcome.
And this is a pit stop we actually wanted to have, where Lewis Hamilton didn't want to have a pit stop. So That was a really dubious connection, but I tried.
That was a stretch of a link. But yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, we enjoy these pit stops. Clearly, Lewis Hamilton doesn't like having his.
Yay, there you go. That's a better one. Sweet. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. And join us again next Wednesday, where we'll be talking more about the VRC, because we love talking about ourselves.
Yeah, man.
We're proud of what Talleyrand has achieved. No, it's a team effort, but what Talleyrand started and the rest of us have all inputted in.
Well, VRC wouldn't be here if it weren't for the gaffer.
No.
So he deserves all credit and credit due where that is. But yeah, the whole growth and the way it's evolved and into what it is now is a team effort, and right the way from the early days when it was me, Damien, me, Talleyrand, and Hammer Games, right up to now. You know, with all the admin we've had in the past and the team we have now and the moderators team and the members we have now, we wouldn't be here without any of it. So again,
it's always growing, which is great. And new drivers like Red Bull, we've just finished, and that's produced at least 3 new guys: Turtle, Electric, Uncle B, Darren. They look like
Jet, Simon as well.
He's only just joining. He's going to be on the pace soon, pretty soon. He's looking good. He was getting some good results come the end of the season. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good for future championships.
It's always looking good. The future is bright. The future is orange.
It is. It definitely is. Orange with black and white stripes.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you for joining us. And like I said, YouTube tomorrow for GTMC, Friday for the Super Formulas, and then Tuesday for the Super GTs. And we'll be back again next Wednesday to talk about them and everything else. And to talk to you guys. You can come up and chat to us.
Yeah.
It's an open forum. Cool. All right. Oh, that's it.